Oh, hello. It's sunny out today, and I didn't bring a hat. I do have some sunglasses. Maybe I'll put those on. I have a cleanup crew out there. I don't know if you could hear those voices in the background. It's a cleanup crew, volunteers taking garbage that washed in the flash flood away from the roads near the canal. Well, I am taking a walk through the desert. I'm gonna go visit my friends at the bunkers who I've been invited to tour their place. Not sure if they'll be comfortable with a live video. I'll certainly see. Sorry, I like to look at rocks while I'm walking. But I'll definitely take a little video and upload it if anything. There's Freeman's greenhouse. Alright. Now let me give you the desert view. How do I do that here? This is kind of a test to see with our new camera equipment and our new cell phone. Can I live stream in the middle of the desert? So hopefully it's not choppy or anything. Slab City News, what's up? So most of the damage is dry now. See, we just got these like top layers of clay here. Yay, you can hear me and see me finally. I don't know why that was such a big deal. So Evan and I got invited up. We've been hanging out with one of the families in the bunkers, the real cool one with the pirate ship on top. And they invited me over to tour the place. I'm not gonna bust in on them with a live stream, but I'll see what's up. I'll at least get some pictures and video. So it's very rare to get tours of those places. I'm walking through the wash where all the water came out. It's kind of like a road now. I'm sick, that's why you hear me breathing. I've been sick for like 5 days. Check this out. This 2 giant holes in the ground. This is the best place to find rocks, stuff like this. We're all amateur geologists out here. You find great stuff. As I get farther out, away from this wash, there's actually some really good rock, natural rock gardens out here. So I decided that tonight I'm gonna take buckets out at sunset as much as I can and collect rock of all different colors and make like murals on boards, right? Yellow, purple, red, yellow. So I want to make like a paint by numbers thing, but I use rocks instead of paint, right? Figure out like how to glue them to a wood board or something. Wizard, go home. Wizard. It's not walk time. Go home. Wizard. Go home. Go. Good boy. Go home. Wizard. Go. Go home. Can't come with me. It's too far. Wizard. Go home. Go. Go. See, he's a good boy. I'm watching you. Keep going. Home. Go. We got a lot of smart dogs around here. He's going to try to follow me from like a quarter mile back. I know his tricks already. comments. It's super bright out here. Sorry about that. All right. So we've always had these kind of like chasms and washes out here. We have new ones. And so it spit up a bunch of new rocks, and everyone around here is going nuts. Like collecting the new rocks that were washed up. Maybe you can see the bunker in the distance there. Yes. Rocks. See, now we're getting to good rock areas. How many days left on the library ban? I don't know. I haven't really been needing to use it recently. That one. That yellow one there. Little kind of plain blue guy there. I find amazing stuff out here every day. Of course, there's not much out here like the day I live stream it. But yeah, I'm gonna collect the pallet tonight. Oh, check this out. This is what we're looking for. I found the crystal here. Check that out. So that is a crystal of calcite. See that? Let's get the sand off of it. You'll see it better maybe. It's a crystal just laying in the ground. You see the crystals at the top right here. Yay, crystal. That one's going in my pocket. Dinosaur egg. Takes thousands of years, I think, for a rock to be that round. It's like an egg. And Salvation Mountain in the distance. Another place where rocks were washed up by water here. So these are not rocks. That is a dung beetle ball. And they wrap it with sand and rocks. And there's a little piece of poop in the middle. They roll it. I've seen them do it. Look how many there are. Yeah, things are dry out here. We're still kind of soggy. At Salvation Mountain, it's actually closed to like climbing on because it's still wet. And by the canal where we live is also still wet because it's next to the canal. We still have some standing water and mud there. But it's dry out here. You can see some wet spots, right? Like here's a little wet patch here. Yeah. Interesting. And red. Oh, they just like form naturally up like this, like all these rocks together in little piles. See, there's some more moisture. It's really good for the trees. These are usually not green like this. They're usually very brown. But because of all the water, see, this is how they normally look. This one's dead, I guess. But all the others are green. A little bit rare to see green in the desert, actually. Look at this. Yeah, like some marble, it looks like there, with veins and strata and all sprinklies in it. I love the colors on these things. I especially like the striped ones. Can't see. There we go. All tired now. Nature's rock garden. I guess all the rocks, as the water was flowing through here a few days ago, piled into there. I bet there's some good stuff in there. I just saw something twinkle over here. Where was it? Something just sparkled. That just sparkled. There's another piece of calcite. Look at that crystal. Whoa, that's awesome. It's like a diamond ring. Just sitting in the desert. Look at that crystals in that thing. So you gotta have a good eye for this. And literally all of us at B-side do this. All of us. We go out and we like collect rocks. Some are more fanatical than others, but we are all addicted to rock collecting. Wow, look at that. Oh. I think I know where to bring my bucket and get my pallet. There's just stuff everywhere here. The reds. The yellows. Oh, look at that one. It's yellow and like blue, gray. It's really pretty. Sorry for the sniffles. I'm sick. I'm super sick still. I'm on like day 5. It's a nice pretty yellow one again. Rich red. Yeah, so I want to use this as like paint by numbers and get like really sophisticated. And instead of using paint, just use these rocks. I love these. It's one of my favorite kinds where they're like blue and red together. Blue mana and red mana. That one's pretty. Look how many rocks are here. Whole palette. Oh, is that a crystal? Nope. It's got little embedded crystals in it. Getting closer to the bunker. I don't know if you can see it. There's a pirate ship built on top of a concrete ammunition bunker. Oh, it's weird. It's like an L shape. It's like 2 different things fused together. Yep, that's what it is. There's another pretty one, that favorite species that I like. I hope the color is coming through because the colors are super vibrant in real life. So another sparkle. Where was that? Oh. the brake lines. That's what we want. Here's the brake line. Look at that. With some of these stones, you could just feel the energy, like, you know, and a lot of people will pick up the same rock, which is telling, right? Some of them just, oh, look at this right here. There's a lot going on in that one. It's almost like it's painted, but it's not painted. It's just different kinds of rock. It's pretty too, a lot of embedded crystals in there. Slab City proper coming up. I think these are cool too. It's like rock formations. We have a big one of these that's all like some sandstone together. And they make these plates like mushrooms almost, the way they form. Smoke meth and rock hunt? No, thank you. I just had a chance to look at some of the comments. Yeah, I'm actually just a THC aficionado. Maybe the occasional psychedelic on very long time scales. But that's about it. I don't even like to drink. I mean, I had a glass of wine last night because it was iced and stuff like that. I'm not opposed to a shot of whiskey once in a while, but I could count on one hand the amount of times in my life I've been drunk, because that was enough. I kept my promise to the porcelain gods. Never again. I don't know, I guess it's in the eye of the beholder. Like, maybe some people would consider this like a desolate wasteland, but I think it's beautiful. Like, we have hot springs, we have cold springs. We have just abundance shooting up from the earth at us every day. I fucking love it here for a lot of reasons, but the geology certainly beautiful as well. You know what I'm gonna do? Whoa. So there's the bunker over there. Before I stop over there, I'm actually gonna find a little tree to get some shade and resituate myself. I'll be out here all day looking at pretty rocks. I told you we were a little obsessed. I just want to find a fist-sized quartz. It's happened that way. I think it's like algae growth, but it's all the way through the rock. I broke these open a few times. They're darker on the outside than inside, but it seeps inside. It's sunny here. I can't really see the comments. I'll see it in a second when I sit down. Alright, so find some shade. Here's some shade. Doesn't look like it's thorny, just branchy. Yeah. That'll do. All right. Make a little camp for myself here. Step one, my comfort, my little comfort. Get a solar panel out. All the way out here. Unroll my little trusty solar panel guy. All right, you go in there. All right, so my solar panel back there. Just keep it in the sun. There we go. That's pretty good. Wire that connects to this unit. Hard to do this with one hand, so bear with me. go. Got my little G unit. Plug that in. 6 volt in. It's only 6 volt, but that's enough to charge USB devices. And it's pretty legit actually. See, a little light is on. Got a little radio and use MP3 players. Like, alright, so that's on now, and I can plug my phone in and charge it off that little solar panel. You know what I didn't bring with me, which I should have bring with me, was some sort of little tripod system. But here's what I'll do. Now there. Let me see if I can set this up somewhere. And then I just have my little picnic here. Alright, that works. Solar panel. Trusty fur. Some good firewood out here. I'm not trying to carry that back because I'm probably gonna go deeper into the slabs after the bunker. Laptop. Coffee. Got some assorted snacks and whatnot. Power cords. Bread. Apple. Knife. Apple back in the bag. Peanut butter. It's a brand new one. Bring my garbage home with me. The earth is polluted enough. Peanut butter. Apple slices. Noms. That one needs to be cut up a little bit more. Not really a slice, it's more of a hunk. Alright. Apples. Last night, I went to the hot springs, totally skinny dipped with like 7 or 8 of my closest friends. It was amazing. This is what freedom tastes like, people. Freedom. know what sucks? I don't have a lighter. Alrighty, thanks for your patience. Is it gonna fall? Is it though? Is it though? Is it? Whoa. Is it gonna fall? Is it gonna fall? Ah, chaos, mayhem, mayhem and disaster. Oh my god. Oh my god, 45 degrees. Let me see some comments. John Freeman, hi son. Evan's on there. You guys really find this entertaining? Peanut butter sandwiches in the desert, rock hunting. I think the bunker is going to be pretty cool. Well, flip title. I'm not surprised that it wasn't even an hour ago that you got the same exact peanut butter from a food bank. True story. Because I got this peanut butter like yesterday at a food bank. So it's food bank peanut butter for sure. My brother Scott gave me this instant Starbucks Via packet that I put in here. Man, those things like gold on the trail, like when I used to do trail hiking, like on the Appalachian Trail. Oh man, Via is life, man. That's people will trade you big time for them. Evan knows what I'm talking about. Evan knows what's up with the Via. You get laid for some Via on the trail, man. I used to sleep out here. I literally dragged the mattress like into the middle of nowhere and slept on it for like weeks. It was nice, except for the scorpions and rattlesnakes. But man, it's like, I can't even tell you how the sky looks from out here. It's frustrating to even try to explain. It's like Disney magic every night in the sky. I never seen anything like it, and I've been in a lot of parts of the world. Yummy. So I actually been working a lot on an off-grid AI because most of Luna's databases and like things like that, most of her memory is online. Some is on the device, but most of it is online because it's a cloud application. So I kind of need an internet connection for her to think, which bothers me. Because I like the focus of my work is like nonprofit humanitarian stuff. Like I do free K through 12 lessons taught by a chatbot, so that you could use those anywhere in the world where there's not enough teachers or there's no teacher at all. Like, right, anybody could pick it up, right, and just like, okay, I want to learn how to read. It doesn't, even if you're 50 years old, it's just free for everyone, right? But I've already been using substandard equipment. Like my laptops and stuff are actually pretty junk, because that's what they're gonna have, right? My customer doesn't have MacBooks. My customer has like our computer from 5 years ago. And from what I see working with people in like Nigeria and the Philippines and Vietnam, which I have, poor communities like engineers and stuff, mostly what they do is rebuild computers like out of our garbage that we dump on them. So like a barge will come in, or they'll go to the garbage dump and they'll find like a hard drive, a motherboard, like, they got that all hooked up to like crazy 12-volt system and stuff. It's pretty amazing, actually. Anyway, I've been working a lot on an off-grid AI, so just not even worry about the internet connection. We're solving both those problems too, because as you can see, I'm like in the middle of the desert right now with internet, so that's good. And also we're getting Wi-Fi put in the camp, and then I'm going to repeat it to all the other camps on our canal, with the repeating cones. we kind of already have it worked out. Like we have the service, we just got to make the appointment. We're like, oh, that close to having Wi-Fi at B-side and good Wi-Fi. Like I need that, you know, my bread and butter and my passion in life is like involves computer programming, so I need internet. Aoka actually gave me a Microsoft Surface, and I because I've been working on this laptop. And this thing is beast though. I'm not even gonna complain about it. Look how messed up it is. So the last talk I gave in New York, like it was like maybe even a couple of days before I left. I did a futurist sessions at Soho House, and I was doing a presentation on my MacBook, and I spilled a fucking bottle of water into it while I was doing the presentation, like I just did here. See, yeah. So anyway, I had to sell it for parts because it got wrecked. So then I bought this on the way here because I knew I was going to be like traveling by bike and train and bus a lot. Figure it might get broke or stolen or whatever, but this little dude has served me well, man. It cost me $125 in Best Buy. I want to say it was like Pennsylvania Best Buy, I think. Yeah, $125 little computer. Its biggest downfall is that it doesn't have a very big hard drive. Like it kind of came full. I can't really, I could do a lot of coding on it, which is fine because all I need is a text editor. I could code on a Razer phone. You know, it's not easy, but it's possible. And this is fine for coding, actually just straight coding. But when I want to run stuff like algorithms, when I want to do like voice recognition and visual recognition at the same time and like juggling multiple, you know, multiple technologies, this ain't the one. Yeah, I can't even install Photoshop on here because the amount of space I need to install Photoshop like dips into the operating system. Like I would literally have to create a new, wipe this whole thing clean and just have Photoshop on it, which I might do at some point. Anyway, so Aoka gives me this new Microsoft Surface. Dope. I mean, not new, but used. Like I was super happy, and like I set it up and everything. I got like a lot of the stuff I need on there. It's touchscreen. It's really cool. It's got a camera built in, so I could let Luna live on that tablet just fine. But the power cord broke, so I'm trying to order a new one right now. And once I get that, then I'm gonna just bust out a lot of robotics out here. Alien wants one. I'm kind of to do that with him too because he's like a really good guy. You know, people think he's crazy. I mean, you got to be crazy to live in Slab City. He's crazy like a motherfucker. So am I. But at least I feel like with Alien and with me and with people like us, our craziness is genuine, right? Like we believe our own stuff, and that's all it's all about. Like, just don't be a phony, you know. Everybody has radical beliefs if you look closely enough, you know. Anyway, he's a good guy and he's super interested in AI and he's very, very smart. I mean, dude is very smart. If you walk around his house, like the systems he hooks up, like what do I use Photoshop for? A lot of stuff. I mean, it's just a standard tool for me for like user interfaces and stuff. Like all the Luna animations, I'll do that in Photoshop. Yeah, it's just a useful tool, you know. I love Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop since version 1. I actually have a lot of artwork and stuff I've done. If you stalk me enough, like on Instagram or Facebook. I've done it professionally as well. I dabbled in graphic design before I became a coder. I was like a junior graphic designer, so like professionally working, but like junior level. But then I just fell in love with coding and used them both together. Anyway, yeah, once I get that, I can't wait. I just want to put them in my favorite places in the slabs where they could be helpful. I'm not going to do any of this quick, but I do want at least Luna to be able to learn from out here too. And right now she's like barely capable because I don't have good internet connection and I don't have the right computer, so I can only run parts of the brain at a time. And you can't learn if you can't see and hear, for example. I could type to her all day long, but it's not the same, right? I like when they see stuff for themselves. Yeah, oh, you're H7 Paulo, right? You're the one that is like does 3D graphics and things like that. Actually, would love to talk to you if you have time. I have another friend, Dulce, and we want to do like a dynamic animation for Luna that's like a 3D. So imagine making a 3D video game character and then letting Luna decide like how it moves and what parts of the mouth move and what head it moves to and stuff like that. I actually I'm okay with it. Like I used to do 3D back in the days in the 90s, and I was like using Meta Creations Poser and Bryce for landscapes and Lightwave and stuff like that. I never got into Maya or anything, but it's amazing. But yeah, I mean, I have a lot of coding to do. If someone wants to help me make an interface, that would be dope. I've been wanting to make that interface for a while. So all the Luna face interfaces right now, and even my holograms, like I never spend more than a day on it because really to me it's like the internal workings of it. Who's over medicated? AI rock spotter identifier. Yeah, pretty much. You know, even when I was a professor in Times Square teaching like advanced computer programming and shit like that and AI and all kinds of stuff in college, like accredited college, I was still go to Port Authority and hang out with the homeless people and eat all the time with them. It's like all my friends and shit. Like I've always been this way. People think like I'm successful despite my craziness, but I'm actually successful because of my craziness. It's easy to get burned out after you do one TV show or whatever. To do 40, you gotta be like consistent, you know, you gotta be diplomatic, you gotta be a little out there to even apply for the job, you know. I wasn't nobody when I first went like to Sci-Fi Channel and stuff. Like, yeah, I had a few good gigs under my belt, but I would never think that like I would get to work for Google like I have or Samsung like I have. So, it's because of this. I did it all like this. I did it all smoking weed and laying on the floor with my laptop in odd places. Like, it's just how I am. I'm an outside dog. I don't like to be in a cubicle. I do my best work in a museum lobby, in a library, on a train, on a boat, you know? In the desert. Yeah, I'm still eating peanut butter and apple sandwich and coffee. You still at B-side? What are you doing over there? I'm just lunch break. Yeah. Some people think I'm like a tweaker out here because first of all, I walk everywhere. Secondly, I'll hang out with anyone, including tweakers, and people are people, and I don't judge people, especially not people at the bottom of society, you know? It don't automatically make you a bad person because you're in Slab City, because you're homeless, or because you're a drug addict or a drunk or whatever. Yes. I'm not so much concerned of where you come from as where you're going to. That's what I look for. Where you're going to. What are they doing now? And there's a lot of kind people in bad circumstances. Anyway, I go to internet cafe. I like pull out my little blanket like this and I sleep under a table for like 3 hours. And they're just like, who the fuck is this guy? So the other person who does the AR and VR work that I was telling you, my friend Dulce, I'll introduce you guys on Facebook. Her name is Dulce Bagheera. She's super talented, man. Like she just holds her household down, and just is an amazing virtual reality artist and 3D graphic designer. And she and I have been good friends for a few years, and we just really need help, basically tying our stuff together. And I also need my lab. Like, man, building this lab is hard, let me tell you, because this place is not nice on technology. Between sandstorms, between flash floods, between being off grid and having no power, like, I understand the idiosyncrasy of like, what the hell am I doing out here doing this? But just imagine this: if I get my I've done like a lot of robotics work. I mean, a lot, you know, under ideal conditions though, right? In universities, at big corporations with lots of resources. If I could do that shit out here as I've done over there, that's a game changer for me. Um, and yeah, I'm not trying to make money for any corporation or whatever. I'm not against money, but um, I'm planning on giving that shit away for free. You know, that's my goal anyway. And I've done a lot of it. I have some pilot programs. I've had my AIs in New York City public schools a couple times. Like I said, Nigeria, Philippines. Lots of my code is in Japan for medical, like medical robots and stuff like that. Um, I'm spreading it out there. So these fools out here who are like, you never did that. You never did work at these places. I understand. My life sounds unbelievable. Y'all haven't even heard it. Like, y'all haven't even heard the unbelievable part yet. It sounds unbelievable coming out of my mouth, you know? But I don't know. I'm that guy who does those, like, you know. And they'll see soon enough. The best way, instead of making like rebuttal videos about people, is just to be like, well, here it is. Say hi. And now, what can they say when there's one at the range, when there's one at the mountain, when there's, you know, when Alien's got his own little machine learning AI that like helps him around the hole? You know, that's proof is in the pudding. I'm a scientist, like, put up or shut up, you know? So it's been frustrating for me because it's like, oh, so close. Like, I was already mobile. I had mobile computer lab on my bike. Yeah, so the issues are little stupid things like a power cord here, or like, fuck, 25% of your equipment lost in a sandstorm, 25% of your equipment lost in a flash flood. Like, it's an extreme environment out here to even try to do something like this. You know, I just used like Luke Skywalker on Tatooine as my example. Like, if he could do it, I could do it, right? Go out in the desert and build droids. And you know what? If it works out here, I could send it to the Congo. I could send it to any place on Earth, basically, right? I could send it to any off-grid, harsh environment, and the AI will survive and be useful to the people there. So and I also like a challenge. I love playing life on hard. I never choose easy ever, to my detriment, oftentimes for sure. But I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge, right? Like, I already did it. I already was successful in Babylon. I already like won the awards and did all the stuff and did all the conferences, and you know, so this is like now hard level. I get to do it under adverse conditions with no money, you know. Oh, it's okay, Slamming. I said I pretty much cleaned up my YouTube. Like, I know that people will learn the truth, and people who don't bother to look beneath the surface or anything, or if you're already listening to, you know, other people, like, I get it. Most of you people have an outside view. I was one of you guys. I didn't follow the people on YouTube like that, but I follow Slab City as a general rule, right? Like, I watch a lot of like documentaries and how to survive here, and you know what to expect, what did it really mean, free, you know. Um, I get it. You know, I came, even to this day, even living here as long as I have, and now being like a part of the community, I still get it wrong sometimes. I'm very careful with that because people's reputations precede them, and it's not always true. They call it slabber jabber. It's not always true. So you may hear from 3 different people that person's a thief. Guess what? That person is not a thief. It's just they got blamed once, or, you know, whatever. They had a fight with the wrong person. Wrong person started spreading rumor. I mean, that's one thing I didn't expect out here. Like, because I didn't follow the personalities of Slab City, I only heard of, let me see who I heard of before I got here. I didn't know who Goonies was until Evan met me on a bus and was like, you ever heard of Goonies? And I'm like, I don't think so. And then he explained it to me and everything. But I heard of Salvation Mountain. I heard of The Range. I heard of Builder Bill. That's a fucking exciting to me because he's like a hero of mine. Don't tell him I said that, but like, you know, I've done this a lot in NBC and stuff like that too. Like, I hung out with a lot of celebrities and, you know, actors and actresses because I'm in the building and whatever. And I never feel as like starstruck as I do with people here. Like it's funny. Like the reason I got to hang out with so many celebrities is because I kind of didn't give a fuck, and I'm so nonchalant about it. Like I don't act like a fan. I'm just like, oh, I'm here to do this thing, right? Like whatever. I'm working with you, or we're in the same venue, or whatever. Or let's just have a hamburger, and that's what we talk about, you know. But here I feel a little still shy, even though like Jinxie's like my sister. I see her like all the time. You know, Tori's with her right now. I still feel a little starstruck around Jinxie. I'm still like, oh, he. You know, like I get to hang out with her, and like I've hung out with her 100 times at this point, but it still feels like that. Same with Builder Bill. Like every time I hang out with him, I'm like, oh shit, like you know, those are the people I came to be around. And Ron at the mountain, man, he works so hard. He has such a kind heart. Like, you know, I try to go over there and help just because it's inspiring to see him do it. Like every day he's out there restoring the mountain and keeping it like I sit and watch him work, you know. People could talk, but like what you do with your hands is the most important thing. Yeah, no dramas everywhere. I didn't expect that though, in a good way and a bad way. So like when I came out here, I expected to, for the most part, be alone. I thought, first of all, I thought this place would be much bigger than it is. Not that it's not big, because it is, but I expected the people to be way farther apart. So I thought I would just get a few acres of land, you know, and claim it off and build my lab. And maybe within the first year, I would have a handful of friends, right? Because I know there's artists and engineers and musicians out here, you know. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll probably have a few friends after a year. I did not expect, like, all this. You know, I didn't expect to have family. I didn't expect to have a meaningful relationship. I didn't expect any of that within the first 6 months. You know, I wouldn't think that anyone would necessarily know my name in Slab City within the first year. You know, like look at how many personalities we have there. So Cornelius and the library were the other one that I heard of, and those are the only ones I heard of. Salvation Mountain, the range, and the library. And looking at them, like the little brief research that I did into coming to Slab City, I was like, great, those are the kind of people I want to hang out with, right? Like radical, do-gooder, free-thinking kind of people, you know, living off grid. And I didn't think I would have the 50 friends that I have now, or the 20 close family members that I have now. Like, but that's a good and a bad thing, because it comes with 90210 drama also. It comes with high school politics, and you know, I'm not in this to make money, so it's a different game to me. So, you know, people like to put my name in their mouth because it's controversy, because it's money. Like, look at where most of Todd's views are coming from. Like, you know, I don't know. I said there's a financial incentive for controversy that I don't have. So it's annoying to me because I don't want controversy on my channels. Like I said, my beautiful sons watch these videos. I have 3 sons. They watch me. My mom watches. My dad. You'll see my brothers jump on these live streams. People from the hood where I came from. People who've been following me for 20 years because I fucking like escaped from Alcatraz. You know, I still have a lot of people in the hood who are my good friends who follow me, or my former students, you know, and I don't want to set a bad example, you know, and I left a lot of those people behind to do this for a while, and I want to make them proud. I don't want to just be out here doing stupid shit. Oh, Scrappy said he was going to end my career. Man, that guy's kind of nuts, actually. Like, first of all, like, maybe you guys don't know this, but like, I don't have signal or time like that. So I don't watch these things. Like I catch them once in a while, or somebody will point it to me and they'll say, you know, oh, did you hear what so-and-so said? Or somebody made, like, y'all assume that I have watched Scrappin' Dude's videos. I've seen maybe 20 minutes total of his entire body of work. Same with a lot of people. Like, I don't watch Todd's channel, you know? Yeah, why would I? You know? So I'm not even necessarily completely sure what they're saying about me. I mean, there are probably some true controversies you could find about me. You know, like some people had the like controversy that I was not Christian. I'm not anti-Christian. You know, I have many family members that are like devout Christians and live a Christ-like life, and I totally respect that. You know, uh, it's not about religion; it's about what's in your heart. That's all. What do you use religion for? Do you use it to persecute people, or do you use it to help people feed the hungry? Because pretty much every religion gives you both of those options. Is which way you want to go with it. Um, but yeah, you know, I'm used to this. This is not my first time at the rodeo. I kind of came here already well known. I went through this on Facebook with mad haters, and now look at my Facebook, 5,000 supporters. You know, and that's what this will turn into. Um, I even have other YouTube channels that I don't necessarily put people on, like, cause I wanna, you know, um, mix those crowds gently. You know, I don't need these idiots like Scrapping Dude and all the fake accounts and all that on my academic work, on my tutorials, on people who go there to see me teach. You know, I try to have good energy, and that's, I mean, if you're around me a lot, like this YouTube stuff is kind of fake. You know, it's not kind of fake. It's very fake. You have the people who show their authentic selves. That's why I'm so close with Freeman, because Freeman is the same person on YouTube as he is in real life. He never changes, no difference, nothing. Alien, same thing. If I talk to Alien half an hour on camera, half an hour off camera, it's the same conversation. Because he's his authentic self. That's kind of all I ask, is just like put forward your authentic self, and then you'll be surrounded by people who love the real you, rather than like put your fake stuff and trying to attract things. And I don't know. There's a reason I've had more money than all these fools, and it's because they're fools about it. That's not how you make money. But whatever, you wanna make a few bucks on YouTube. I'm not hating on people doing it. I just, you know, it is also my duty as somebody on the ground here who has seen now twice, very close to home, people getting ripped off with lies. That's what I'm worried about. Don't lie to people. Don't take donations and say, I'm gonna feed the hungry, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And you buying beer or drugs, or you're not fulfilling your word, then, you know, I have a problem with that. I mean, if you guys want to pay somebody to sit around and smoke weed and drink $70 coffee while people around them starve, or while people around them are in need, you know, hey, that's your prerogative, man. At least he's selling his legit product, which is just entertainment, you know. But some people are not that innocent, and you know, there's places out here who need it. Like I said, Alien appreciates everything you send him. Like he tells me, like he thanks me, like I see him thanking God for it in front of me. Like, wow, thank God I have this, and he puts it to good use. And he's like, you know, that's real. Like, send him some stuff. You know, send Salvation Mountain, which is a registered nonprofit. Send them your money. Send the library. The library gets visitors every single day. They take care of tourists. They provide you a place to stay. Many times I've taken sanctuary in the library, whether it's just for a quick shade or a drink or, you know, whatever. Like, they welcome everyone there, you know. That's the kind of thing that, like, I think people should be supporting personally. I ain't gonna tell you how to spend your money, but if I see somebody stealing your money, then that's my duty as a good person to say, hey, look, like somebody's stealing from you. You know what I mean? And anyway, I think my little break is almost over here. I'm gonna walk up to the bunkers in a little bit, but I'm gonna have to end the live stream because I don't want to be disrespectful to people's home. And then I'll ask them if I could take a video once I'm inside, and maybe I'll start another live, or I'll take a video and upload it. But they're like, yeah, cool people. Like, we've been hanging out for at least a month now, and come over for coffee, and you know, we're like helping each other, trading goods and stuff. Like, I have a wheelbarrow, I have some tray cloth, let's trade, that kind of stuff. I just found another little pretty rocks in here. Who is giving back to the actual landowners? So there's a work crew that I left at the beginning of this live stream. If you look at the beginning of it, I said there's a work crew. So that work crew is cleaning up this whole canal on behalf of the landowner. You know, he comes regularly. He tells us, you know, what he needs from us, and we tell him what we need from him, and everyone has respect. And you know, it's a it's a peaceful coexistence. So if he comes by and he sees a certain camp and he's like, oh, you got that's a little messy in the back or whatever, right away we clean it up. And Beret's out there right now. He just came to B-side, got like 3 or 4 volunteers from there. um, Went to the treehouse and got a couple there, so on. And yeah, there's 5 or 6 of them down there. I just gave them a roll of garbage bags and they're just working. That's what we do, you know. All the girls right now are at a women's meeting. They started like a women's group in Slab City here, and you know they're organized. They all arrange rides for everybody. They meet up, and you know they have their voices heard, and they do good projects for the community and good deeds. I think their next one is like cleaning up the hot springs or making it flow better or something like that. I'm not a woman, so I'm not at the meeting, so I don't know, but this is what I think. Hey, Flux. So yeah, you know, the landowner just doesn't want to see people doing the wrong thing out here, building meth labs, destroying the earth. They're very close to nature, landowners, and so are we. So we admire each other, you know. Um, yeah, we want to keep it pristine. Like we want to keep the water clean for everyone. Um, in the long term, if you think about it like this, if this was just a barren desert and everybody obeyed the Babylon law, which was like nobody's allowed to live here, and we all moved out, the property value of this historically has been nothing. The reason people come here is because it's so desolate, no one else wants it. Like, you want to have to build your house every 6 months from a natural disaster? Like, you really want to live through 3 months of 120-degree plus like temperatures? Not many people want to do that. Not many people are willing to do that, and a vast majority of people are not able to do that. You know, um, I enjoy it. I'm an extremophile, but it's not for everyone. You know, so yeah. I'm comfortable with it. The other camps are comfortable with it. Each of us kind of have an independent but unified relationship with the landowners. We're increasing their property value by being here. You know, get back to work, or next day they'll be labeling you crazy. It's fine. I get to take a days too sometimes, and you know, if I wanted to work my ass off, I would have stayed in Babylon and you know, drive a nice car and live in a condo and all that stuff. Like, I want to do my life's work out here, and I want to, you know, I do the work that I enjoy every day. Let me see how I spent my day today. Let's see. I woke up in the morning. My friend Flower from Harmony Camp was parked outside doing yoga outside. Then Freeman came in from the greenhouse and sat down for a bit, and we charged our phones up, and then Jeff came out of the adobe hut, and we all made coffee, and lots of other people showed up, including my friends from the bunker up here. And you know, it's probably our usual B-side morning, 8 to 12 people. And I made a big skillet because we got commodities, which is like a food bank that we go to once a month. So we cook up the fresh foods generally. So I made ham, eggs, cheese, potatoes, skillet, like a big one. It must have been good because they made me make 3 skillets of it, and there's none left still. So we make coffee, and usually, you know, a few people play music around the campfire, and we all smoked a joint together and talked about a little bit of community matters, like, you know, which buildings are up for grabs, which tents are up for grabs, who needs what. We're trying to help a lot of people. We rescue dogs, and we also rescue people when we can. So, you know, we try to like, one of the good traditions of Goonies was a landing spot to the slabs for people, right? Like a safe place to land, and then you could explore the slabs on your own. Like Freeman did this actually. Freeman got here. I invited him to our camp like the first week or two he was here, because we would hang out the range and all that, and he's like a cool kid. But he lived around the slabs in like 5 or 6 different places, and then he ended up back here, you know. And I did that too. I moved like 5 times in my first couple of months. So yeah, you just gotta, you know, find your tribe. But we have lots of new members of the camp that you guys don't even know. This week we got like 3 more. Like it's like that. Like it's growing, and it's not growing into a metropolis. It's like a couple people leave, a few more come. A couple people leave, a few more come, and everyone who's leaving is leaving on good terms and coming back. So like, like Spencer and people like Roger, like people will come back again and again and again, and like, have a home here, even if it's only a temporary home. And I like that. What I'm really proud of right now is that I want to say we have the highest percentage representation of women on our canal. We have like, I don't know, 7 or 8 women out of 20 people, which is for out here is a really high percentage. And we also have young people. Like right now I have 20-year-old girl, 23-year-old girl, like a couple others, young people who feel safe enough. Like, right, there's no creepers in our camp. There's other girls there. Like they're doing women's meetings. It's kind of hard to find that in the slabs. Like a safe place, no matter who you are, no matter what age you are, no matter what your orientation is or gender. Like they exist. I know plenty, but there are also some unsafe places where people would try to take advantage. So I'm really proud of that. Like that, all of us on the canal have really enforced that safe space policy, which wasn't at Goonies. Like I got into fights at Goonies, other people got into fights at Goonies, and it was kind of fucked up. It was like the winner stayed, like that was kind of how it was tolerated. It didn't matter, it was a might makes right kind of Lord of the Flies thing, and I really like that was one of the reasons I left, because I'm like, what the fuck, like why do you tolerate and condone violence and stuff, but so our camp policy is if you hit first, even if you're right, you're still banned. And talk about the person who got hit and whether they are also banned. We really want to enforce a zero violence policy, so that everybody just, it's not a lot to ask. Like, don't put your hands on anyone. I mean, you could argue all you want, like, but yeah, we've all agreed on that. Like, the first one to put their hands on somebody is the one who goes, even if they were right, even if you stole from them and then you put your hands on them, still, because you didn't come to the community, like because you didn't, you know what I mean? You just took matters into your own hands and like hit somebody or assaulted somebody, and maybe you were wrong, maybe they didn't steal your stuff, maybe you were drunk last night, so yeah, we don't want, even if you're right, you're still probably gonna be kicked out. Wow, there's like so much just gold dust flecks just all around here. I'm just playing with them. Anyway, y'all will see once I get this new laptop, and I'm not playing with this laptop, that my AI is real, peoples. Get some coffee again. I don't have a lighter. After a good lunch and having coffee and having no cigarette is hurting my soul right now. Maybe I could. I'm in the desert. I could be Survivor Man. Let's make a fire. I could like rub 2 rocks together, right? Does that work? Nope. That ain't gonna work. I think what I'm gonna do is roll a cigarette and walk over to the bunker and get a light from them. I love this bag. This is my second favorite bag. My first favorite bag being my New York City messenger bag. But this is my Molly bag, and it's my second favorite bag. So yeah, I'm gonna start like probably once I settle down here and we get over our damage within the next couple weeks. once I get my internet hooked up, once I have the other laptop up and running, I'm gonna get some parts together. I already talked to Alien about it, and I'm gonna build a droid. And probably what will happen is I will do most of the software and he will do most of the hardware, and we'll meet in the middle. So we'll build a little body, you know. I got some Arduino, some Raspberry Pis. You know, we'll work it out. At the very least, I could build him a brain that sits on a shelf and just like helps him with everyday tasks, you know. Wow, rocks. All my stuff packed up, y'all. Get my Conan the Barbarian fur here. Phone case. All right, let me roll a cigarette. Then we'll head towards the bunker. I'll film the outside of it, and then I'll turn the live stream off and go inside. I got these shorts yesterday at well, a couple days ago at Ernie's. They give away free clothes at the church. Got these nice little cargo shorts. These shoes are courtesy of old man Bill on the main road, who's the same size as me. This awesome shirt from Tori. And then this shirt from the Pick and Pull from Slab City. So I'm wearing 100% recycled clothing right now. Ready? So the problem is I could either see everything else and have my sunglasses, or see my screen and be blind from the sun. So I gotta take these off for a little while because I can't see the screen. All right, let's flip that camera. Yeah, I don't want to see my ugly face anymore. All right, bunker time. Rocks, 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 rocks. See those like red and blue ones are everywhere. No, it's not true. Eldro beat me up over anything. I might tell that story one time, but no, it wasn't like that. First of all, I ain't been beat up by just a single person in my entire life. So no, it ain't like that. And there wasn't even a fence line. And that somehow property ended up being claimed even though it was inside of Goonies. And that situation is self-destructed later, so whatever. I mean, it's just another person. Love the taste of somebody's name and love the taste of my name in their mouth. That's all. You know, it's like you hang on to your leg, like trying to be famous and shit. So they grab a famous person's leg and they try to do that, but that's not how you get famous. Do your own shit. But yeah, the only other thing I'll say about that is, you know, we lovingly tore down that part of the camp, and all the materials went to help the local people and give back some of the bad karma that was left there. And that's what B-Side is all about in the first place. Reversing the energy and making up for the bad, horrible things that happened there with epic good deeds, because that's the only way to make up for what has happened. So alright, so you can see a bus in the distance. Maybe I could zoom. If you see a bus in the distance, that's next to the what we call bunker 3. And then over here we have bunker 2. These are concrete ammunition bunkers that were stored off base so that if they blew up, they wouldn't kill any soldiers. And now, you know, since the military base was decommissioned several decades ago, people have moved into them and made like completely different kind of homes out of them. Ooh, there's a big wash. You see where the water came through here? Basically, all this went to our house. This river right here just flowed into our home. Yeah, one thing I really had to acclimate to when I got here, because like I'm from New York City, and you know I've lived in some of the worst parts, quote unquote, of New York City, and there's not a lot of fisticuffs, and there's not a lot of people who run up 3 inches from your face and yell at you, because they usually cross the last 3 inches. So I had to get used to like the whole culture here of like, I'm gonna come up in your face and yell at you at the top of my lungs, because normally you'll just get killed for that. Like where I come from, those kind of things don't happen because it's quick and brutal. Like somebody gonna stab you, you know. Yeah, so we just don't do it. You know, if you run up on someone, you better close the last few inches or you're gonna be in trouble, or don't run up on them in the first place. So I had to get used to that here. Like, oh shit, people will run up on you and scream at you, and like, you know, it's uncomfortable, but you shouldn't stab them in the neck. That one's pretty. Now, I'm actually going to cross around to the front of the bunker because we live behind it. Almost everyone else lives in Slab City in front of it. So it's kind of, you know, I don't want to walk in through their backyard, basically. This is that bunker that's visible from the main road when you go to Salvation Mountain. There's number 2 there. You can see the solar panels on top and antennas. Dogs are everything in Slab City. The dogs are the most important important residents. I know most of the dogs before I meet the people. And being a dog's friend is the difference between being able to walk this way and not walk this way. Who's that over there? Is that Big Boy? Big Boy. Big Boy. Who's that? Lucy? Come here. What are you guys doing out there? What are you guys doing out there? Hi. Hi. What's the matter with your leg? You got a little limp. Come on. Boy, sit. 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 I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Go. 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 Good girl. Go. Good girl. Lay down. Sit. Kick it. Kick it. Go. Go ahead. Go. What I say? What I say? Hello. 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 I'm in their house, so, you know. See? Just gotta talk to him. Look at this place. Whoa. Check it out. It's fucking magical. Cool. Look at that. So part is a public museum. I want to see if this is the public entryway. Anybody home? Chicken coop. He said it was okay if I checked it out even if they weren't here. So I'm not going to intrude too much, but I am going to look inside because they said it was okay. Oh, it's really cool in here. I have records on the wall. Big sound system. All kinds of knickknacks. Antiques. Yeah, this kind of like garden room here. It's really cool. License plates from all over. Little gardens growing inside the house. It's awesome. I see the pirate ship outside up there. There's an old wood stove. Looks like it would still work. Cool. I'm not gonna go too far in because they're not home. It's a really cool space. They did a lot of work here to make this into a home, and it's hard to believe this was once just a concrete box. Look how cool the door is. They're like wagon wheels. Tree made of lanterns. So hopefully they don't come here and kill me, but I kinda want to climb into the pirate ship and just see what it looks like. There. So I'm climbing on top of the bunker now. Whoa. Oh, it's cool. There's a bed up there. It's like a little tiki bedroom inside the pirate ship. Awesome. Gotta watch these stairs. Little rickety. So, that's the bunker. Salvation Mountain in the background. I just got a battery low message, but I hope that was fun. Got to see a new part of the slabs, flying the flag. I just did a tour of the bunkers run with scissors. You might want to rewind it and just see it. Bunker number 1. Bunker number 2 is there. Number 3 is there. Haven't got permission to go in there yet. But I did get permission to go in here. Now I have to decide what I want to do next. Not on a live stream, just next. Like, I volunteer for a lot of organizations in the slabs, so I gotta pick which one is my time the most right now. I'll probably move this camera around. There we go. So, I definitely want to continue some stuff I've been doing for the range. That was really promising. Oh, by the way, I built the Ranger YouTube channel. I'll like put out the link and stuff and invite all you guys. Here's a sad thing. Like, listen to this story while my battery dies, right? So, there are always people live streaming from the range, right? All the time, which is cool. Like, you know, the staff is fine with it. They love it. Like, you know, come film, just don't be a disruption is kind of the rule, right? The problem is that if you go to youtube.com and you search for the range Slab City, you get the first page of results is like 500,000 views, 35,000 on one, 52,000 views on another. And nobody thought all this time, really, like, it took Louis Arana to come to Slab City to be like, wait a minute, people, why don't you help Builder Bill and Jinxie get their stuff off the ground? Like, they don't even have a YouTube channel, so that 500,000 views, like, they didn't even benefit. None of it. All the ad money, like, any of the promotion, like, everybody's just happy to go there and increase their own subscribers because they're cool streaming from the range, and nobody has thought in all this time to be like, Bill, can I help you, like, do your own, you know? That's a little sad to me, you know? Maybe there aren't that many people who can, because there's a lot of people who are just not tech savvy out here. I mean, you know, we're off grid. A lot of people hate technology out here, actually. But yeah, that was a little sad, you know? And I showed him that, and I was like, can I please help you with that? And he was like, okay, son. So now I've been like working on that with Jinxie, and now I have these new phones that will allow me to do that for them. So when I'm live streaming, it's going to be on their channel, not on my channel. I'll send you that channel, but I mean, somebody got to do that. Kind of, like I said, just breaks my heart a little bit. I'll shut up about it, but damn, that's sad, you know? Woo! This is the cool sun. See how much clothes I have on? It's only like 95 degrees now. Practically winter. Walking through the desert, sick as a dog. Ugh. Those rocks, though. You see my face all the time. I'll show you the walk home. And then you could get an idea of just how close we live to the bunkers. It's about, it's not even a little over half mile maybe. It's really not far at all. I saw a fire coming from here one time and I was up here in like 6 minutes. It wasn't them, it was a vehicle, but you know, that's how fast we can get back and forth when we need to. Still so much junk in the desert from the floods. That's pretty random. I like these. What? That looks useful, right? What the hell is that? Is that a refrigerator? I guess so. I don't know about the black one, but the two white ones. Yeah. Ta-da! There's especially a lot of junk out here now because of the flash floods. I'm walking in the washes, which is like where the water goes. So it just, man, we found refrigerators in the canal. Where's Freeman? Freeman probably got sick of watching me sit in the desert and eat peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I'm sure I'll see them in a minute because I see a greenhouse off in the distance. So from back here, you have Wolfpack over there. Somebody's walking through Wolfpack right now. It looks like it's probably Dusty looking for rocks. I think that is Dusty. And he's walking from Camp Wolfpack to the old tree house, and then Beret's tree, and then our tree back there. From back here, you could actually almost see the whole canal. And then beyond that is the pallet house with Tori's beehives, and beyond that is Caveman's old yurt. So basically, our family lives in this half-mile wide or more zone of different camps, and the number of camps changes, but it stays relatively equal. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 camps going. 8.5 if you count the trailer out back of Wolfpack. Fighter jet. There's a fighter jet passing by. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get to see a bombing run. We live right next to a military base, and they bomb that mountain all the time. I'm talking about bunker busters, like it shakes your seat. I'm waiting to see if that plane drops a bomb. A fighter jet just passed. Come on, drop a bomb, drop a bomb. I see smoke. Oh well. I do not hear a bomb at this time, but he did look like he was on a run. So that whole mountain range behind us on basis gets bombed by fighter jets and helicopters and like war games and yeah, it's like free fireworks between that and just the raw sky out here. I mean, you can't really look up in the sky here at night for more than a couple minutes without seeing a shooting star. That's just, they're everywhere. So clear. You can see the bands of the Milky Way super clear. Like, I've seen the Milky Way before, like from Canada or from Puerto Rico, but I've never seen like the colors of it that you can see here. Like, I can see green in the Milky Way and stuff. I'm like, wow, there's actually like color in outer space. That's so awesome. I don't know why this is so satisfying, but it's so satisfying. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh yeah. Rock garden. Wee. Why is it so? Am I zoomed in? What the heck is going on here? Yeah, I was zoomed in this whole time. Oasis. They're burning at B-side because I can see the smoke from the tree. Uh-oh, battery is low. It's gonna die soon. Gonna have to cut the stream. Oh, I see somebody walking in the back with a blue t-shirt. I think it's Jane, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's Freeman. There's my fellow desert traveler neighbor over there. More neighbors over there. So now we're back in our community. See? People walking around doing stuff, fires burning, people's little huts and teepees and trailers and RVs and tree hammocks. We make it work. Home sweet home. I'm not sure who's out there. Is that Tori? I don't know. It's definitely Tori's out there doing some project. Anyway, back at home. More work to do. Gotta charge the phone. So, see you guys later. I'll go back and read the comments. Sorry, I wasn't reading them that much. It's just hard to see right now. Sheesh.